Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are jumping back into Planet Coaster again. Back to a park I started a few months ago called Flying Eagle Preserve. We got another area finished, so let's just jump right into the game and get started. And here comes the coaster right by. And, yep, obviously we are now in the park. And just jumping real quick back to the entrance area, just want to give you guys a quick little run through of what we did last episode. So we got the security booth, and then we have the entrance area, the Flying Eagle Preserve sign, the little roundabout, and the turnstiles before you get to guest services, and the stroller rental. You then continue down the path, a nice little wooded path, to Looping's Bridge. And across the bridge, where we can see, of course, the great view of the Vekoma Suspended Thrill Coaster. Oh, crappy camera. Again, apologies in advance about the camera. On Xbox, the camera's a little janky. And then we come up on the first new building, that being the Hospitality House. Obviously inspired by Silver Dollar City. Again, this park is going to take a lot of inspiration from there. But yep, going inside, we have checkout and cave tours. I'm not actually going to build the cave tour, maybe an entrance for it. But that's not going to be something that's actually a part of the park. But it's supposed to be implied that it's here. And then spinning around, not too much detail inside because it's kind of hard to do interiors on console edition because there's no theme maker toolkit. And now out into the main plaza itself, we have the gazebo in the middle where I'm gonna put a band eventually. I think probably the Ragtime Gals Quartet, barbershop quartet. Bank of trees over here to kind of hide the gulch and the coaster. As you can see, you can barely see the coaster through the trees. And then we have the Old Mill Restaurant over here. Small one-story restrooms on the side. And that door is not the actual entry. That's supposed to be like the back door in case of emergency exit. And it's actually up this little ramp here and onto the back patio where you would enter in. So you can see this little overhang like a check-in. And then if you went through the doors, there is actually a restaurant box in here. Gotta get through all the pieces. For the guests to use whenever I hook a path up to it. So yes, the guests will actually be able to use this like a physical restaurant. And then spinning around the back here, crashing through things, we have another extension to the canyon. I'm going to make it deeper, drop it, make it longer. And that is for a Hulk / Wildfire inspired B&M coaster that I'm going to add as the next ride addition to the park. And then over here, I'm just waiting to show you guys, this is it. This is the only part of the coaster that you can see from the back patio over here. It's just that one high bank turn after the 0G roll over the bridge, which doesn't play too well with pathing. So I got to figure that out if I ever want to path out here. And then beyond this candy shop over here, obviously not done. I just got this part done, and we'll work on expanding in the future. But yeah, we got a sweet shop here, using a lot of in-game advertising for the Sugary Emporium. This building was inspired by a building at one of the parks. As you can see, more Sugary Emporium theming in the back, but I don't remember which building. And then we have the actual Emporium gift shop over here, and I forgot to turn off the spinny wheel details. So let's do that right now. You'll actually get to see me building in the game this time. And I was planning on doing a little build of a custom gazebo in the middle, but I started working on it, and it was just too part count heavy, and so I just went for the in-game gazebo. But yeah, as you can see, in the same style as the candy shop, this building is the rough brick on the bottom with the stucco on top. And yeah, so just a little emporium, like, your main gift shop, ATM over here, and then Uncle Bernie's Snack Shack. This would be like your little quick service if you didn't want to go have a sit-down meal at the mill. And then Flying Eagle Inn. This is actually a hotel for guests to stay at. As I pointed out in the last video, there is a special hotel entrance for guests at the turnstile. And then we have actual, like, if I let guests in, these are actually hotel rooms. And then out the back, we can see the STC right off the back patio. And then off the second patio, you can see the lift climb into the breaks as well. Just a little overview here of the square before we get into Grizzly Gulch Adventure Tours. So this is for the coaster and Scream and Swing, starting with the coaster, Treetop Flyer. Here is what would be the Trailblazer / Fast Pass queue line. And if you want to see a full in-depth tour of the station and everything, go to the last video, but this time I was able to get the queue completed. So just like a windy wooden deck through the woods to get back to Sheet's cabin. Again, if you want to know kind of like my inspiration and everything for this station, and full tour of the station and more of a tour of the coaster itself, go check out the previous episode of this series. But heading back, not too much theming here in the queue. A little bit with like the ticket booths where you'd buy your tickets to go on one of the quote-unquote adventure tours. And then Canyon Swing. This area still obviously is not completed. Got to figure out what I'm going to do further back in the park, but going to walk up the queue here real quick. So this is the Scream and Swing. Like Serengeti Flyer at Busch Gardens, Tampa, or Red Hawk, or whatever the heck it's called at Cedar Point. But here, let's hop on real quick. Just pause it right there. And I got to figure out which cabin is facing the right way. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe, hopefully, come on, please be right. No, of course not. Let's try this. Here we go. Out over the canyon. So this is kind of inspired by, like, Finnegan's Flyer at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, as far as, like, the swing out over a canyon or a drop down, or the mini canyon swing at, I believe it's Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park, where the Defiance, the Gerstlauer Euro, was built out in Colorado, I believe. But yeah, there is the queue lines for the coaster, and there is the Scream and Swing. Now, back up here at the entrance, let's flip it to night. I did show off the nighttime lighting for this front area in the last episode, but obviously this back area was not finished, so I had to cross the bridge. Ooh, perfect timing with the coaster. And into the hospitality house once more to access the square. Nice warm glow in here by all the lamps that I use kind of for decoration more so than anything. This square is really dark. I did not light it yet. I just kind of want to show you guys the direction that the park is going in, and I will finish up benches and bins, maybe pathing. lighting paths and everything on the square for the next episode, as well as expanding upon what I have built. So you get to see that next time. Here's the back of the old mill. Probably gonna have to put some lamps out there too. A little light above the bathrooms. Nice light around the sweet shop. And some lamps for the emporium. A nice warm glow on the snack stand. And nice bright light on the hotel, front and back. And this area is intentionally bright. So this is the transfer track storage area that I showed off in more detail last time. And this is intentionally bright. It's supposed to be industrial lighting. But the queues, both queues themselves, have a nice warm, kind of white, not as orangey, glow. And then floods in the little lakes below the coaster. Some nice accent lighting there. But yeah, there is kind of this square at night. Needs some more light, but, you know, I'll get there eventually. And now back to daytime. But yeah, that is the progress that I have made on Flying Eagle Preserve. Obviously, this is a custom park, very inspired by Silver Dollar City. As I said before, this square area here is actually kind of inspired by Carowinds with the gazebo and the brick planters. We're going to be adding a B&M coaster next time, B&M Looper with a launch for the next episode. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this has come out so far, and we'll just keep expanding, maybe a Rapids ride or something here. But yeah, that's all for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time on another adventure.